So, guys, the latest bullshit is that Trump wants to revoke the security clearance of very serious people, okay, who are telling the truth. Like, I'm reading the list here: James Clapper, John Brennan, Comey, Michael Hayden, and Susan Rice, and of course McCabe. So, oh, that's not suspicious. No, no. So it's like so. It's not even gonna start. It's so obvious, guys, right? Because they're telling the truth and they know what's up. And guys, I don't understand really why. Doesn't that seem? It's almost like they really believe the whole Russian thing that they're really gonna. Oh yeah, just go say to CIA like no, you're not gonna look at intelligence. No, I don't think so. It's like especially since the whole thing with all these intelligence agencies, that the idea is that they protect the U.S. interests, right? Whether you agree with them or not is another issue, but the fact is they're protecting U.S. interests, right? So you could say they've done some horrible things in the past in different countries. It's true in some ways, but still they're working to further the U.S. foreign policy, okay, and to protect the country in a way or another. So the fact that he is blatantly, from day one, he's been talking shit about them, okay, even before he was elected. So yeah, it's gonna work out. It's gonna be, it's gonna work for you. Don't you think, guys? Those people like John Brennan, I love what's his name here, Clapper. He's so direct. He's so like tells it like this. Those people, I'm sure they have some sort of protection, right? And if you offend them, you offend the whole community of people who worked in those organizations. I would not. I don't think it's a good idea. No, just a friend, okay. So the fact that I don't watch that woman. The president decided to revoke the security clearance because he can. Oh yeah. Like I can't watch that woman. I can't watch her. And the fact that I'm reading this. The president is exploring removing these mechanisms to remove security clearance because they have politicized and in some cases monetized public service for with their security clearances. It's like, no. I mean, can you imagine the fact that, okay, and then it's quoting here, she added that making baseless accusations of an improper relationship with Russia is inappropriate. Really? Really, bitch? It's like, it's insulting the intelligence of everybody. So is he gonna succeed? Is he gonna succeed? Okay. Alright, so what's up with latest bullshit? I feel like it's showing me Trump, he's so angry that he can't prevent. He's like, they can't listen to my conversations. He's pissed. It's almost like he doesn't, I don't think, and I'm getting the sense, guys, that he actually didn't get the depth or the level of information they would have access to. It's like he's so stupid. Did he think he was going to get away with this shit? They would be like, oh, nobody record me. No. And someone said here in my channel, said, oh, he was recorded without permission. Well, I think it's actually healthy that where presidents should be recorded, especially on those difficult meetings, right? It could be dangerous. So what's wrong with that? It shouldn't be a big deal. You're having a conversation as a president with another president. It's not a big deal, okay? It should not be a big deal. The fact that he wants to constantly keep this on the down low, like hello. So he doesn't get that they've had so much information. When he looks at all the stuff that's coming out of as a result of the Mueller investigation, he's just like, no. So he's just so angry at them. He feels that they're gonna get me. Why do they want to get me? They're so angry. He's so angry. And I think he thought, guys, that if he became president, he would just stop all the criminal investigations into him forever and all his friends and family members. So he doesn't get it, okay? So that's he's trying to do this, and I think he's like, go there, sir. Just tell him I want to take you. He wants to attack these people in particular. So what I'm getting here, guys, the sense, okay, this is the thing. This is what is so hard for us to understand. It's like, okay, so once he understands that all of these people have information on him, have had because he's committed crimes. Like, for example, all of us, right? Someone has information, whatever. It's like, okay, well, big deal, right? Why would you worry? We worry if there's something really shady, right? So then, okay. He goes. He wants to. It's like I said, he knows that these people have serious evidence against him because he's committed crimes. So then he, instead of like, it's literally like saying a person who's a criminal is like, I don't like the detective who's investigating the murder I committed. No, it's him. You remove him. It's like, you committed the crime. It doesn't matter if it's A, B, C, or D. It's still a crime. It's not going to remove. But from his perspective, it's like the way he's never guilty of anything. It's always the other. So he's going to go after the people that have control over or have access to the intelligence, right? Okay, so he talks about it. Is he going to do it? How does it work? Okay, how does this process work? Oh, it's showing, guys, this is interesting, that he has those people like Brennan, Michael Hayden, and so forth, almost like they have some sort of consulting role within the government. They can call them and everything. So if this is what it is, it's like they want not just to remove their security clearance, but to prevent them from reaching out to people in the government who they might agree with. Okay, so remove their influence from inside the government so that high-level issues can be discussed with them in any way. So he's trying to remove, like I said, trying to remove the people who are not, quote-unquote, loyal to him. I think, guys, I feel like, okay, I'll tell you, I think there's already a thing in the government, could be wrong, where his power has been diminished and all the things that he says are not being followed, okay, in some way, in a good way, in the sense that because there's all this evidence and they're waiting for the moment to remove. And I think that, could be wrong, I don't know much about this, guys. I think the CIA is all about what's outside of the country. In the country is NSA and the FBI. So something like that, right? So I feel like it's kind of like literally showing me like Osama bin Laden kind of operation. They are coordinating everything outside of the country, where if there's people to be arrested outside of the US, everything is going to happen at the same time. So in preparation for this, they've already kind of begun they tell Trump, oh yeah, of course you could do this, but in reality it doesn't happen, okay? Because, like I said, I feel like the country is already on alert. Behind the scenes, not in front, okay? In the sense that I think there's already measures in place for some, as if we haven't invaded in some way or other. I believe, okay, is it true or is this in the future? So they're kind of like giving him rope okay, so yeah, sure, whatever. But when it comes down to it, the whole thing is not really executed, okay? It's almost like, as soon as it becomes an order from him, I feel like there's something where, yeah, I'm just getting the sense that it kind of boomerangs. It goes back. Okay, so I think from his perspective, can he remove? He can place, but I don't think that he can remove. Like he can, how, for example, oh, this is something I want to say, guys. This is something important that went unnoticed, or nobody talked. There's so much news. But remember how there was this whole brouhaha about the security clearance of Jared and Ivanka. And I saw that there was a moment where John Kelly where he was removed from Jared. And then apparently Trump said, "Oh, it was reinstated, right?" But it said that there was a little while back, it said that the CIA never returned to Jared his security clearance. He never got it back. So what I mean by that is that I think it's not really being followed. You know what I mean? I mean, the CIA must know, right? More than anybody else, what the consequences of Jared really has screwed up outside of the U.S. majorly, and I think that's where the CIA operates. So they know what he's capable of, so they're not giving all the information. Okay, so this is that, guys. I think there's something that he's being. I think it's like certain things. I think they're trying. There's a whole thing with dismantling the core of the agencies that protect U.S. interests. So he wants to really dismantle, but I don't think it's so easy. Okay, it's not going to happen that way because he's been caught already. They know. There's no doubt, really. Okay, so now even more than ever. Okay, so I think it's a case of the coordination here with all the other parts, and I think they're in contact with the UK agencies and all those. So in order to, when it happens, to create to not let it ripple beyond the U.S., okay? Or they have people outside that they know are participating with this Trump thing, all that. So they're watching it. So, okay, so will their security clearances be removed? Yes and no. I think it's possible he could do it, but I don't think in the end it's going to be valid. It's like, oh yeah, sure, he did it on paper, but in reality, it's not gonna work that way. I think it's already, guys, they're just waiting for the right moment. I think, why are they waiting? Well, it's like, I think that, and it's showing me the whole thing that I saw one of the thing with the Republicans, the recess. There's not going to be a recess, but the end of August, yeah. Well, there's no need to get into this too much, but I think behind the scenes, things are already on high alert. Okay, so that's that. Okay, but it's a means for him to kind of try to push back the power of the agencies that support U.S. interests. I mean, it's so obvious, right? He's a traitor, obviously, right? So anyway, so that's that, guys.